السعادة الحقيقية كما أخبرنا الله سبحانه وتعالى، والفوز الحقيقي هو أن تدخل الجنة ويبعدك الله سبحانه وتعالى عن النار. The real success, a real winner, is the one who is moved away from hellfire and entered the Jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Al Imran, فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةِ فَقَدْ فَازَ. So the true sa'ada is to take care of your hasanat, your good deeds. Stay away from bad deeds and take care of your good deeds. Many of us make good deeds, but they don't really care for it like it's something precious. Meaning, you do things that consumes your good deeds. Like, for instance, backbiting. Backbiting, the day of judgment, you will have, as the Prophet ﷺ said, some people will come بِحَسَنَات كَجِبَالِ تِهَامَ. Hasanat as big as mountains. And then you give this person from your hasanat and this person from your hasanat, people you talked about, until you have nothing. So the rights of the people are going to be compensated basically from your hasanat. Most of us, when we talk, when we see shortcomings from one another, we talk about the person, not to the person. Meaning, we don't advise the person, we talk to other people about him. Where we can actually make a difference talking to the person, advising the person, saving our hasanat, and at the same time, saving our brother. One sign was written in a hotel that attracts attention. It says, إن أرضيناك فتحدث عنا وإن لم نرضك فتحدث إلينا. إن أرضيناك فتحدث عنا وإن لم نرضك فتحدث إلينا أو تحدث معنا. The sign says, if you're happy with us, if we pleased you, if we did a good job, talk about us. And if we didn't, talk to us. In Ghiba, our brotherhood, we call ourselves brothers and sisters. When we are not pleased with something about you, do we talk to you or talk about you? We go out and talk about you. Did you see what he did? Did you see? Did you see? Did you see? And the person himself probably doesn't even realize what he did or know what he did. And you are talking to everyone, and the person that you really need to talk to did not talk to him. And that is not love. It's not even love to yourself, because if you love yourself, you preserve your hasanat. This is like someone has jewelry and doesn't know the value of it, and he just wastes it here and there. It's hard to control your tongue, and it's the only part in the body that doesn't get tired. Your jaw gets tired, but not your tongue. And your tongue is sharper than a knife. The tongue can actually kill and destroy people and destroy character and destroy reputation. One word. Abdullah ibn Salul, La'natullah alayhi, when he accused the wife of the Prophet ﷺ by saying a word. He did not really accuse, he just said something. And here we go. And the word went from here, from there, and look what happened to Aisha radiallahu anha. A whole month, the worst of her life, and she doesn't even know what she did until the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and one of her relatives told her. So one word, Abdullah ibn Salul, he threw it, and weak people, weak believers, hypocrites, enemies, grab that word and just go and do it. The same thing with anyone. So watch your tongue in particular to preserve your hasanat and take care of your hasanat and not lose it, and not to sin too. Because when you do that, you can say something and sin. Slander is not a joke. Backbiting is not a joke. The Prophet ﷺ told Aisha, one word ruined the water of the sea. The water of the sea, all that wonderful water, deep water, animals, everything, ruined it. Meaning, it's not even good to live in, or to drink, or to use. From one word. لَقَدْ قُلْتِ كَلِمَةً لَوْ مُزِجَتْ بِمَاءِ الْبَحْرِ لَأَفْسَدَتْهُ. So, taking care of your tongue and true love or true brotherhood dictates that you talk to the brother rather than about the brother, and hasanat will be preserved at the same time. And if you have something good to talk about the brother, talk. Most of us, we love to talk, but we only spread the bad news. The good news, hardly anyone talks about it or compliments about it. When you have an issue, when you don't like something about the person, about the imam, about the teacher, about the sheikh, about the alim, you talk. But when you see wonderful, wonderful jobs, you're fine, you're just quiet. You're not complaining. So if we can accomplish silence, that means something is good. But why not talk? You know, the Prophet ﷺ, when one companion came and he told him about a companion, Wallahi, O Prophet of Allah, I love that man. What did he tell him? He told him, فَهَلَّا أَخْبَرْتَ? Why don't you tell him? Or did you tell him? He said, no. He said, go tell him. He followed him to his house to tell him that I love you for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So why did he tell him to go and tell him? Because it's something that pleases the brother to know. It's something good about the brother. So talk about it to people and let the brother also know. Because just like, I mean, we're not going to do that, but just like you backbite the bad stuff, backbite about the good stuff, if you call that backbiting. It's not backbiting, of course, but say the good stuff about the person. But no, we focus on the bad and we forget the good. And this is really a misunderstanding of the value of our hasanat and the danger of our tongue. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us from those people who have true brotherhood and those who take care and preserve their good deeds. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka